Pleasure.
This is a close-up overview of the Avery Dennison Flextreme. In each plastic container are two Flextremes, both shaped exactly the same. The only difference between the two is the color, red and blue, and they denote the hardness. The red is softer than the blue. This is ideal for adapting to different types of molding found on vehicles. The straight, thin side of the Flextreme is used to pull the rubber aside so the material can go behind. It's a high-quality durable plastic and it's thin, so it holds up well over time. This side of the Flextreme is what's called a micro squeegee and is ideal for tucking the film into tough-to-reach areas. Here's a good example of using the technique with a metal tool. If that metal comes out, it can scratch or damage the rubber and or the vehicle. With the Flextreme, you simply slide it easily behind the rubber and glide it behind to pull it aside from the paint so the material can tuck behind. And here's a step-by-step process of exactly how it works. Simply take the Flextreme, slide it behind the rubber, and what you first want to do is clean it behind the rubber. Often behind the rubber is very dirty, along with lots of moisture. And if there's lots of moisture, you want to first clean it and then pull it aside again with the Flextreme and heat it or use an air compressor to dry the area so the film sticks properly. Once the film has been applied over the area, you want to cut on the opposite side of the rubber. Try not to get too much of the film on the outside. You want to get about 1/8 of an inch or 2 or 3 millimeters. In this case, cutting on the side of the glass will be enough film to get under the rubber, but not too much because it can be more difficult if there's too much material. Simply take the Flextreme now and insert it behind the rubber again and pull aside. So you're pulling away from the area that you want to apply, and simply take a squeegee at about 1/4 inch or about 1 centimeter behind the rubber and simply pull away and then squeegee the material to the body. And again, once you have a nice good setup for here, you have a nice balance. You don't want to get too far behind the squeegee because then it closes. You want to make sure that you get just the right distance and then have a nice, good, steady pace. And the material should fall behind the rubber easily. Once you're done, always pull it again. Pull the rubber away with the Flextreme and then make sure you seal it again extra tight with the hard side of the squeegee. And here you have a perfect finish. And again, the Flextreme slides behind there nice and easy. And again, the Flextreme works on a wide variety of molding on vehicles. In this case, this is the molding around a Ford cargo van, which is very common. A very good tip when using the Flextreme is to put masking tape on the rubber, which lowers the surface energy. Pull the rubber aside with the Flextreme, tuck the material behind, remove the masking tape. Perfect finish on difficult soft molding around cargo vans. Also, molding on the roofs of vehicles sometimes is very tight, and especially around windows. So again, use masking tape. A good tip is to always test the rubber before you go live just to make sure you know how far away it goes, because some molding, like in that case, was particularly tight. And you can use the other side of the Flextreme, the micro squeegee side, to apply the film into very difficult areas that are very tight. The thinness of the micro squeegee allows you to get the film in nice and deep to these tricky areas that a standard squeegee can't reach. So again, just use it as a normal squeegee, but it slides into these areas very clean, and you can finish off these areas for long-term durability and very high quality. So you tucked it into the molding there, and it's particularly good around the break between bumpers and fenders. So you can use the red Flextreme because it has a slight flex to kind of mold it on the corners, and then you simply tuck it in nice and clean to the base for a perfect finish. One other very good use of the Avery Dennison Flextreme is for problem solving. Often on vehicles, the film can fold on itself in very difficult to reach areas. In order to pull the material back up and reapply it, simply use the edge of the Flextreme, in this case the micro squeegee, to safely pick up the film and then reapply. This film was at the front of the roof by the windshield. It folded on itself, using the blue Avery Flextreme to pull the material up. Again, no oil from fingers getting into the film, super safe, perfect quality. And a quick tip for the Avery Dennison Flextreme is that the wide side of the micro squeegee makes it difficult to put in the small pockets of a tool bag. If you fit it in the wide pocket, when you reach into the tool bag, sometimes those corners get underneath your fingernail, and over time they can curl, which kind of makes it more difficult to get into those tight spots and maximize the micro squeegee. So a good quick tip is simply cut away the high points of the micro squeegee. Trim it down a little bit, just wide enough where you still get the benefits of the micro squeegee, but then it fits much easier into those smaller pockets. Plus, if you fit into the wider pocket, those points don't get underneath your fingernail.